Good morning, everyone. My name is Dave Blake. I'm the founder and CEO of ClientSuccess, and welcome to the first annual CS100 Summit. We're excited to host you for the next 2 days in Park City, Utah. Who's the first time being here in Park City? Okay, great. Enjoy the scenery so far? Okay. Our vision for this conference is to be the premier conference for customer success professionals and leaders throughout the world, specifically leaders. We wanted to keep it an intimate summit so that you could network and knowledge share and have a lot of fun together. So we look forward to hosting you the next couple days and hope that you'll enjoy the beautiful scenery, enjoy friends and colleagues in the room, and have a lot of fun with us. In order to build the premier conference, we wanted to make sure we had great speakers and premier speakers. So we are excited today to have some amazing speakers. In a few minutes, I'll be bringing Ryan Smith to the stage. He's the founder and CEO of Qualtrics. His story is amazing, starting in a basement to now being a billion-dollar unicorn company and one of the fastest companies in the world. So we're excited to hear from Ryan. We're excited to have Stacy Bishop here. Stacy's a partner at Scale Ventures. She's one of the most authentic, down-to-earth, and genuine investment partners out there in Silicon Valley. She's last year she was named one of the top 100 most influential women in tech, and we're excited to hear from her. Jason Holmes will join us. Jason's a good friend. He's been a leader in some of the top SaaS companies in the world, starting at Hyperion. He went to Oracle. He joined Omniture and Adobe, and now he's the COO of Marketo. So we're excited to hear about his thought leadership of building customer success teams, professional services teams, and really how do you engage at the executive level within your companies. And later this afternoon, you'll hear from Lonnie Main. He's the president of InMoment. He'll deliver one of the most inspirational presentations you've ever seen about building world-class customer experiences and what they call red shoe moments. So we're excited to have Lonnie with us. In addition to these, we've got 10 of the best thought leaders in customer success. You probably have seen or met many of these through social media and other events, but we're so excited to have them here. They're innovative, they have great thought leadership, and they will deliver some amazing content and best practices and advice to everybody. I consider myself one of you. Before founding ClientSuccess, I spent over a decade as a customer success professional and leader at a company called Omniture and Adobe. And so I'm excited to learn with you and alongside you and get to know you all better over the next few days as well. Now, we couldn't do any of this without great sponsors. We want to thank these sponsors right from the beginning, Qualtrics and InMoment and Pendo, CSM Practice, and Zoom, and G2 Crowd. All of these companies have amazing solutions and services that directly impact each one of us as customer success leaders. So we encourage you to get to know them over the next few days. We encourage you to reach out to them over the coming months and consider bringing in their solutions to help you build an amazing customer success practice. And most of all, we're excited to have you here. This is the CS100. You are the best of the best in customer success. We look at you as the elite leaders in this space, and we're honored to be with you this week. Many of you are friends. I've met many of you before and met many more last night, and really looking forward to getting acquainted over the next few days. Thank you for coming. People came from all over to be here, and so we thank you for being here. This will be an amazing event for all of us to get acquainted, to build relationships, to develop dialogues, to raise the bar in customer success over the coming years, and to make this group the leading thought leaders out there in the customer success space. So thank you for being here. We're honored, we're grateful, and we look forward to spending the next few days with you and continuing those conversations going forward. Now, most of you know that ClientSuccess is a SaaS company that provides a customer success platform. But today and over the next few days, we really want to talk about our why. Why are we in business? What's the real driving force behind our company? And our why is a simple statement: building relationships that last. We love this statement because it transcends the common language about churn and revenue retention and lifetime value, and really goes to the heart of what relationships are about and what we want to do as a company. We use this as a filter and a guide for how we engage with our customers, how we engage with prospects, our investors, and how we engage as a team. We're on a mission to build relationships that last at ClientSuccess and to help others do the same. At the end of this conference, we hope to build relationships with you that will last a long time, and we hope that you'll do the same thing with your peers and colleagues in this room. As we think about building relationships that last, there's a few pillars that are supportive to this, that we believe that are the foundations of any great customer success company or a company that has a culture of customer success. So let me walk through those briefly. So first, we'll start with building. Over the next few days, we'll hear a lot about game plans and playbooks. We'll hear a lot about best practices, strategies, methodologies, and processes. And those are all great. Those are critical for us as leaders as we build our team. But we're suggesting to focus on your primary resource, the asset that is the most important for you, and that's your team. We want to leave tomorrow being inspired of how we build world-class teams. You have those right now, but how can we continue to do that? How can we drive thought leadership into the space? And building teams is a critical component of that. I've been fortunate in my career to be a part of some special teams. One team that I had was while I was at Omniture. We were a web analytics company. We had some of the best logos in the world, and I was vice president of strategic accounts. And our CEO gave me one directive, and this is what he said. He said, "Do not lose a strategic account. I never want you to lose a strategic account." And that was pretty daunting. As I said, we had every logo you can think of around the world were our customers. So it was pretty daunting. We certainly had process, we had methodology. We didn't have solutions. We were cobbling together spreadsheets and custom dashboards, which is why I founded ClientSuccess in the first place, to solve that problem. But what we had an amazing team. We had an amazing team that were united in a common cause to take care of these customers, to drive value, to unite our organization around those customers. Some of those are in the room. Todd Williams is in the room. Matt Jolly, Jaron Stevens were part of that team. And we could say that during our tenure, we never lost a strategic account, which was pretty cool. But it wasn't because of anything, but the main contributing factor was that we had a team that knew how to hustle, that put the customer first, and that helped drive a culture of customer success in the company. The next one is relationships. Too many times we think of relationships as relationships between two companies, and that view can be very shallow and hollow. We're on a mission to try to bring the individual back into the relationships, to start thinking about the people behind the logos. If you go back to our slide that we had before, this is an amazing group. We have some of the best people from some of the best companies in the world in this room. But if you just look at the logos, you miss the essence of who's here in this room. If you look to the left and right, you'll see amazing individuals that share your same passion, that are excited to meet you and be with you this week and learn from you now and over time. If I change that slide and I just start bringing in pictures, you start to bring the humanity into that. You start to realize that this is why we're in this room, is for the relationships that we're developing here, to learn from those experiences at the companies that we're with. And so we're on a mission to bring this authentic relationships back into customer success. I had an interesting experience, again, through my journey over the many years. When we were first acquired by Adobe, when you walked into the Adobe lobby, they had this massive wall that they called the patent wall. And it was celebrating the patents, the innovation at Adobe, which was cool. Adobe is one of the most innovative companies in the world. But it was somewhat of an inward view of what they were celebrating. As they acquired Omniture, they said one of the neat things that we wanted Omniture to infuse into Adobe was this focus on the customer. Because when you walked into any Adobe office Omniture office around the world, it celebrated the customer. We had logos of customers everywhere. We had Nike was a customer, so in different corner you had Nike shoes, and MTV, you had things around MTV. And they celebrated the customer. If you go into any Adobe office today, they've switched and they celebrate the customer. At ClientSuccess, we've decided to do our own little twist on this. And as we build our walls, we're putting up pictures of the individuals in our customers, the Jerrys and the Sarahs and the Matts and Jarens and Lydias. Those are the people we want to celebrate. We want our team to know the names of our customers. Not their logos, but the individual names, because we know that if everybody in our team knows their name and they know the challenges, that they will fight for that individual and help that individual be successful in their company, and then that company will be successful as well. So as we go throughout this, we learn about automation. Let's keep the humanity. Let's think about the individual and service the individual. The last one is that lasts. If you think about any cherished relationship you have that has lasted a long time, it's built on trust. It's built on communication. There's ups and downs, maybe big ups and big downs. But at the end of the day, you make it through because you understand that individual and there's some kind of value in the relationship. Now, I believe as customer success professionals, we use the term value, we overuse it and underdeliver. And that's because everybody's definition of value is different. If you stayed here last night at this hotel, you may have a completely different view of why you love this hotel or this venue than the person next to you. One may say, I love the beautiful scenery, the fall leaves, the mountains, it's just amazing. Another may say, I love the room, the beds are so comfortable, the attention to detail. Others may say, I love just being in Park City. Everybody has a different definition of value. And so in order to deliver value, we have to understand the definition of value for our customers. We have to define it and deliver it over and over again. If we want to drive recurring revenue, we have to drive recurring value over and over again. So as you think about building relationships that last, and as we go through this journey the next 2 days together and we learn a lot, let's remember the importance of focusing on our teams and taking practical insights and best practices back to our team to develop them, to inspire them, to develop the next group of CS100 that is in this group, in this room. Let's focus on authentic relationships. We certainly want to meet and get to know each one of you over the next few days. And hopefully our teams will focus on that as well. And then let's deliver value over and over again with our customers. With that, we want to get started with the CS100 Summit. Thank you again for being here, and we look forward to hosting you the next few days.